What's up, y'all? I'm Symone Royale, and you're watching Beneath the Surface on Surface Town.
Now it's time to go, but you should know I'm good to you. Yeah. Truth is, I'm way too good for you. The fact of the matter is this nookie's too.
Why did you drive to New York?
Cause I was going to Afropunk.
Okay.
With my friends.
Okay, yeah.
So we never did like a road trip together, and so we're just like, oh, why not do that? And yeah, it was fun. We definitely have a lot of stories from that. Yeah, it was fun.
So y'all got there safe, or did like the car didn't break down?
No, car didn't break down. We got there safe there and back. You know, it was cool.
That's what's up. Yeah. Well, look like we're already in the video. So yeah. How are you doing again?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. I'm so glad that you came out here. And yeah, hello everyone out there. I'm yours truly, Rick. We have the lovely Symone Royale here in the building. Yes.
Thank you.
Because we're gonna get to your music and stuff like. But first, I just wanted to congratulate you on Too Good.
Oh, thank you.
Surpassing, what was it, 20,000?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is.
That's really crazy. Like 20,000 people on you. How does it feel like?
I don't think I've really processed it. I just, you're just kind of like in the grind. You're just like, and that's something I'm trying to work on. Yeah. But I'm just kind of like, what's the next thing? What's next we gotta do? Yeah. What's the next thing that's on the checklist? But I'm learning to, appreciate this time and, acknowledge the W, the win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the 20,000 people? Tell me about that music video, like, cause the music video, okay, cause I was watching it and I got the concept of like the fruit and stuff and I thought that was really clever how you did that. Tell me, how did that concept come about and who directed it, all that?
Yeah, well, shout out to Eboshi Platinum, shout out to the director, Andrew Lee, everyone involved in that video. We just had such a good time doing it. When I first, was thinking of the idea of the video, I came up with this whole Pinterest board. I'm a huge Pinterest queen. Okay. And I just showed, or I sent Andrew, my ideas of what I wanted it to look like, the color scheme, and the concept I wanted people to take away from it. And he was dope in his way because he brought his creativity to it and came up with a nice narrative that we both really like. We went back and forth on different ideas, and we wanted it to be really lighthearted and fun, and which I think we succeeded at that. So it was really cool working with them, working with him and them and everybody. I'm just really grateful, for the experience.
Yeah, because the song and the video complements each other so well. And I just wanted to, congratulate you on that accolade. Like, that's lit.
Thank you.
Now, you are from Houston, Texas?
Yes.
Now, tell me how Houston, like, I've never been to Texas. Tell me how, yeah, I've never been. I've kind of like, my travels have been like up, down.
Okay, yeah. For sure.
I haven't really.
I feel you.
Went left and right. So tell me how Texas is. Houston at that.
Food is great.
Okay.
The food is great. The vibe is great. I've met a lot of talented people coming out of Houston. Yeah, there's no place like Houston, but I feel like it's because I'm from there, so I'm gonna say that. I'm always gonna be from my city, but yeah, Houston's really great.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you recently moved here, correct?
Yeah, I've been here for like 2 years.
That's crazy.
I know. Time flies. Yeah. I just have to say that because I feel like I still am new here. I still use GPS to go everywhere and anywhere, and I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to remember where I go.
Yeah, you kind of got to, especially with these highways. Like, right. You miss a highway and
you be out like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Just miss one exit.
Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. fun.
Yeah, okay. So, what made you move to Atlanta? And not LA or New York or anything like that?
Well, it's interesting because I lived in New York before I moved to Atlanta. I was there for a year after I graduated. And yeah, New York I love New York. I want to go back at some point. But I think the reason why I moved to Atlanta was because of the music, because of where I had to understand and be okay with where I was in life. And it's like, okay, well, you could be in New York, and to be honest, I wasn't really happy in life at that point. I was like, well, I could stick it out and just keep going, or I could just move to Atlanta and start over. And which I was just dreading, because I was just like, oh my God, like, the hell, you gotta just meet new people, start over in a new city. I didn't know anybody, and it was just kind of crazy how God worked and worked everything out. Like when I moved here, I have family here now. I have friends that I've known for years that recently moved here and have been here, and it's just cool how things worked out. And I'm grateful that I'm here.
Do you plan on staying here, or do you have like a goal location, like somewhere else you would want to go, or this is it?
I can't say this is it, but I do love it here. I've seen my own growth since I've been here, so I can't take that for granted. But I do think I have an expiration date. I just don't know when that is.
I feel you. I'm kind of like I kind of like move on. I never really stay in one place for too long. Kind of, I guess, because that's how it was like growing up. My mom, we always moved. Like every 2 years, we was moving to a different place. And so change. I've learned that change is good. And change doesn't mean that you don't like where you're at. It's just
time to move on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So you grew up singing in the church.
I did.
Tell me how it is singing in the church.
God. It was fun. It was a lot of growth in the church. My dad was the music minister, and then later on the pastor. So that came with its own challenges, living that, PK life. Yeah.
So your household was very religious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. More so like relationship with God based.
Okay.
More than religion, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up in church, and my dad, he was a musician. His dad was a musician, so I feel like it was something that I couldn't really escape, even if I wanted to. It's just something like that. That love for music was passed down.
Right.
So yeah, but it was cool. He had his own home studio at the house, so I was always just around it, and fortunate to have like equipment to learn from like at an early age.
So he helped you first start recording music.
Yeah.
How was that chemistry working with your father?
It was great.
Was he like Joe Jackson?
No, he wasn't Joe Jackson, but I think one of the things, if he was sitting here, he would feel like she would never want to practice, because she didn't want to practice. Because my first instrument was piano, and I told my dad, like, I don't want to piano, I want to sing. And he was just like, just do both. And in my mind, like as a younger kid, like I was just like, no, like I want to sing. I don't want to do anything but sing. And we bumped heads in that way. But I think because we're just alike.
Right.
We're so much alike in that way. But yeah, he wasn't a Joe Jackson.
Cause like, my God.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
That's what's up. So you how long were you working with your father until you started like branching off and working with other people?
It was young, like probably 13, really. Yeah, because I even maybe younger than that, because I started my own girl group when I was like in elementary school. just trying to be the next Spice Girls. Like
Like that was my goal. That was the goal? Spice Girls?
Yes.
Okay.
Because all the girls, there was 6 of us, and
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, it was really diverse, and so I, we done the Spice Girls, and I was really into, cheetah print because of cheetah girls back
Mm-hmm.
then. So that's my little heart. But yeah, that's how that started. And then I realized that, I probably want to do this by myself.
So you started writing around that time, correct?
Yeah.
What were you writing about back then?
Everything that I wasn't experiencing. Everything. Boys, life, yeah, all of it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have those writings?
Oh yeah.
That.
I have like songbooks on top of songbooks, like each year of my life, really, since I started writing.
That's like diaries.
Yeah, it's
Somewhat.
diaries and songbooks.
Yeah. Do you remember your first song?
I do.
Tell me about it.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about it. I asked this question, and the answers that I get are hilarious.
It's so embarrassing. Okay. So the first song I wrote was called Homeboy. It was like my really good friend back in the day, and I want him to be more than a friend. Yeah.
Little crush.
Yeah, that's really it.
So what happened? Did it ever happen, or it was just?
No.
Oh,
Never
man.
happened. For good reasons, probably. That I don't know about, but
Right. So, what high school did you go to?
Go ahead.
I'm assuming it's in Texas.
Yes,
Yes.
in Texas. I went to Clear Springs High School.
Clear Springs. Shout out
Shout
everybody.
out to Clear Springs.
Everybody.
Clear
Your girl.
Springs.
How was that? How was high school?
I didn't like high school.
I didn't like high school either.
I really did not like high school.
I did not like high school either.
I feel like I was just too weird for it. I don't know. I felt I was too weird for it. I'm a really laid back, chill person. I don't feel like I have to say a lot to fill a room. I'd rather, I'm more observant than I am a talker.
Yeah.
And especially if you're in high school and you're like, when I was in high school, I didn't look 25. I looked like, my age.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't going my mom wasn't sending me to school looking sexy. So I was like in this age of like trying to figure myself out. I knew I wanted to sing. And there were a lot of kids that weren't doing that. So it felt like that my dreams were too big, honestly, at the time. Because the school and in Texas in general, like football is celebrated a lot. So I went to a huge football school. Some of the guys that graduated have been drafted, which is really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, but everything else kind of was like at the back end. But I feel like they did a good job with the music program because they did like, Texas State choirs, and I was involved in that kind of stuff. But I still felt like just outside, looking in.
Okay. So what helped you build your confidence on, just taking a chance on music?
I kind of just had this feeling like one day, I was just like, man, fuck it. No one likes me anyway. So I'm just going to do what the No one likes me anyway, so I'm just going to do what the fuck I want to do.
Right.
That's really what that was.
Yeah. I feel you on that one, because it's like, you don't have nothing to lose, you have to walk your own path, and can't nobody tell you.
Exactly. So I feel like once you get in that space and you continue to be in that space, which I feel like it's hard, it's more hard to stay in that place of the, I don't care, but more people are listening to you.
Yeah.
It's just like, still, I don't need to care.
Right.
But yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Okay. So you got a music business degree at Berkeley. Tell me how that experience was being there.
Expensive. It's expensive.
She's right though. School, like.
Oh my God. It was expensive, but I am grateful for the experience, grateful for the people that I met, that I'm still, connected with. Real cool thing about that is you just meet great musicians around the world that come there. And, you learn about how to be humble. You learn that you are not the best at everything, or you're not the best person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a really humbling
yeah,
experience, especially because everyone that goes to that school is, you know, the big fish in whatever area or their hometown, you know, they're the big fish. So you have all these people, all these big fish come to this school. And it's like, you know, you meet people who are better than you. You learn that, you know, work ethic goes far beyond talent. Yeah, it was a lot of learning lessons, but I'm really grateful for the experience.
Yeah, because you went, now that you say that, you went from an environment where you kind of felt like alone and, you know, nobody was really trying to do what you were trying to do to now.
Yeah.
I'm in a room of everybody trying to do exactly what I'm trying to do. Or
it made me work harder. Yeah, it makes you work harder.
Okay. So, what's your sign?
My sign. I'm a cusp. I'm a Cancer Leo cusp. What you about to say? Every time someone asks about a zodiac sign and you answer it, they always like, oh.
No, listen. My friend is a Cancer.
Okay.
And, you know, I don't really know everything about, like, you know, astrology and all that. But I will say, you know, she lets her emotions, like, steer her decisions, if that makes sense. How do you feel like that is, as far as, like, Cancers, do you fall in the stereotype? Or how do you feel about that?
Well, I do feel like I am emotionally transparent. I'm not afraid of my emotions. I'm not afraid to talk about them. But it is like that Leo side where it's just like hard as a rock. So it's like the fire and water, really. Yeah. So sometimes people don't really. I feel like people expect this out of me because they hear I'm a Cancer, but I still have that Leo side. That's like, you know.
So you might get like.
I might just like not talk to you.
Yeah.
Like not feel like I need to explain myself.
Right. Because I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
And we get a bad rep.
Y'all do. But you see how I kept a straight face. Okay.
We do. Like, I don't understand. Well, I understand, but it's like, I feel I personally don't fall into the stereotypes of the Gemini.
Okay, what's the stereotypes?
That we're, you know, that we have two sides. That, if you do us wrong or something, we become like a completely different person. Yeah. And like somebody around you, like, you know, I don't even know you anymore, type thing, or. Okay. You know what I mean? And I don't agree with that because I don't think I have two-faced.
You don't think you're two-faced?
I don't think I'm two-faced. I think I'm very like, you know, I am who I am. You know, and if anybody, you know, if you do anybody wrong, they're gonna.
For sure.
Feel some type of way. But yeah. So I'm gonna take you to early 2018. Okay. You released Lovetrip.
I did. That feels like such a long time ago. But it's not. Yeah. It's really not.
Yeah, it's really not, especially for music. Yeah. Tell me now, this I'm gonna try to describe it. It was, first of all, it was a breath of fresh air because I feel like your genre is missing. You know, yeah, we got, you know, I feel like a Janelle Monáe or like a Miguel, but there's still like something that you do that's not in the music game right now. I want you to tell me, how did this project come about? The idea, the concepts, the sound. Let's talk about that.
Well, let's shout out Johnny Fong. He produced that whole project.
Really? Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Johnny. We kind of this was like my last year at Berkeley. I was looking for a new sound. I knew what I wanted, but I just never met anyone at the time that got what I was trying to do. And so I met Johnny and felt like, you know, finally, like, okay, I got like these songs that, you know, really represent who I am and, you know, the sound that I want, and, you know, I just felt really good about it. And so when I was writing, I wrote the songs probably like 2016, and it didn't come out till 2018 because I was just holding them hostage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just too, I don't know. it was hard for me to let go once I was done with the songs, if that makes sense. I just had too much of an attachment to my own songs, basically. I was sensitive about my shit.
Yeah.
Basically. So, yeah. But we just went to his house, or I would go to his house, and we would, write out some songs, and we had 5 of them. Actually, we wrote like 6 of them, and I only had 5 of them on the project. I was gonna take Infinity off. It's one of the songs, and I ended up doing a video to it. I don't know, it's just one of those things where I wasn't gonna put it on the project. And then I just let a couple people hear it, and they're like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why wouldn't you put this on the project? And so I was like, kept going back and forth, and ended up doing really well, and that's one of people's favorites. So yeah, it worked out like that.
I like Sugar.
You like Sugar?
Yes. Like that's a hit. That's a hit. Like that whole project, like it makes you want to dance. It makes you want to just like escape. That's if I could describe that project in one word, that's what it'd be for me personally. Honeymoon, I like that too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really like that. Now I have a lyric from.
Okay.
I was like, that video is fire too, by the way. Tell me about the video real quick.
That video, oh my gosh. Shout out to Something to Say Productions, Kevin Wall, the director, that whole team. That was so much fun. We worked really hard on that one. It was like a 3-day shoot, and yeah, it was actually filmed in my house, and that was fun. It was my first video, like, ever. My first music video ever, and I was really nervous, but it came out better than I expected. And that was.
All right, so we're gonna get into this lyric.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this lyric, and then I just want you to talk about it and talk about where it came from, right?
Okay.
Okay, it says, I was the sun, you were the moon. Gave you my all and all the shit we've been through. Look how you left it. I know you regret this. You know that I am the realest. I hope she was worth it. No, are you speaking from experience?
Of course I am.
Drop it. What? Who did you wrong?
No, I think it's, any person, when I wrote that song, it was kind of just, I wanted to stand for more than just a bad relationship with like a boyfriend or girlfriend. I wanted it to be like, you got fired from a job that you worked your ass off, and you just should never let me go because I'm about to go for the bag. Like in any situation where you feel like people or a person has taken you for granted, you felt like, I'm gonna have to use this motivation to rise up, boss up, and do what I gotta do. And that's really kind of where that came from. But I used, something that everyone can, relate to.
Connect with,
So like the sun and the moon, that's, talking about the relationship. And, you light up my world in this area, and I light up your world in this area. But you want to, go out and mess around. Yeah. So, yeah.
Why do people do that?
Because insecurities.
People spend all their time, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then they get it. And then they fuck it up.
Because I think that people look for those things in other people when they should be looking for that in themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I believe that when you're trying to date or be with someone, you should be happy, you should be whole within yourself before adding another person to the mix. Because you end up looking for those things that are missing in those other people, and you take it out on those other people when they don't have that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Drop that gem real quick. But
yeah, I think that's the problem sometimes, and you have to, check yourself when you're doing that, because I think it's natural for you to do that. So yeah, just knowing that what's missing is probably you, and you just need to fill that in for yourself.
Yeah. Now, when you go back and listen to Lovetrip, what do you think of?
it's like a mix of emotions, just because I feel like I went through a lot like during that time to writing it, to getting it mixed and mastered, to like putting it out. Like there's a lot of like emotions that were happening during that time. I was in New York most of the time, and in Boston, New York, before, like in that process of putting it together. And then I was in Atlanta when I put it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just a lot. But now that I'm like where I am, I think, you know, I just think about it as like just, you know, a place that I was in, that I've grown from. And, you know, it's just beautiful, a beautiful growth from that, just because I didn't think, honestly, I didn't think I would put out any more music after that.
What?
Not even like in a weird way. I just, you know, I just didn't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. Like, if this was my last.
Yeah, then I'll be okay with it.
That's when you know it's good.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You released the sequence
Mm-hmm.
with Circles and Too Good. Now, what brought this project together?
Well, I released it 6 months after that, or 6 months after Lovetrip. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about the times where you're just really unsure and being okay. It's okay to be unsure. It's okay to be uncertain, but there's a time limit, there's an expiration date to where that needs to end. You need to like speak up for yourself and know what you want. And that's when like Circles was talking about, you know, you going back and forth. You know, you feel like you want to be with this person, but you know you probably shouldn't be with this person. But then that whole thing, like, you know, time is a thing I feel like people hold on to when they know they should be, you know, exiting from somebody or, you know, leaving a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
They put time as a factor, like, well, I spent all this time with this person, so like I can't move forward because I spent all this time with somebody. And then Too Good is just like, you know, deciding like, oh, I choose me. I don't care how much time I spent too much time actually.
Yeah.
So this time I'm just gonna choose me. Yes, people make mistakes. People have, you know, people make their own choices. But I'm gonna choose me.
Right.
And that's how that went about.
I feel that. I like that. It's like there it is. Like that's how I feel. I like that. What was the reception from the sequence?
It was good. I think people didn't know what to expect after that last project, and this was a little bit like, I feel like Lovetrip had a little bit more an EDM kind of vibe, which I love that about that project. And this, or the mixtape, the sequence, has a little bit more R&B and, you know, just a little bit more R&B pop soul to it, which I appreciate. So,
I like to hear you play with sounds. I think you could sound good on just about anything, because your harmonies, your runs, you know, your octaves. I don't know how many octaves you can sing, but it's that you definitely can do a lot with your voice. And I like the way you have a song like Too Good, and then a song like Circles, and then a song like Sugar, and they're all different, but they all make sense. Right. For you as an artist. I respect that. I appreciate it. Now, one thing that you can do very well is perform. That's a whole nother art, you know, because a lot of artists can, you know, do good records, but to be able to perform them. Tell me how that craft came about and how you worked towards, you know, performing.
Well, because it started in church. I was just performing solos as a little girl, and people and like members of the church would see, and then somehow just get passed along like word of mouth. And I started performing a lot, like for city events. Like when I was 16, I performed the national anthem at this breast cancer race. It was Susan G. Komen for the cure. It was like 38,000 people. It was
wow.
Yeah, it was like I started like performing a lot. My parents started, you know, kind of being my booking agent and, you know, booking me for just like for weddings and funerals. People like, they would call my dad and like, hey, you know, we want to book her for this, is she available? So it kind of it started through there, and you just start to get more comfortable the more you do something. So yeah.
Who are some of the performers that you've watched growing up that kind of like motivate you?
Oh, we already said it, Janet Jackson.
Shout out to my girl, Janet.
Yeah, Janet Jackson. There's a lot. Shaka Khan, Prince, the Barcades, Ohio Players. Like my parents raised me on a lot of funk.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's like my roots really. But yeah, all those performers. Even it goes beyond that. Like for like gospel singers, like I grew up listening to the Clark sisters. I feel like listening to them really shaped me as a vocalist. You know. Yeah, there's so many people though. It's a long list. Yeah.
Now you have a song called FaceTime. I like that one. That's newer, right? Tell me how that one came about.
Okay. Shout out to True Brand. Yeah.
Shout out True Brand.
Shout out True. How did FaceTime come about? So I wrote the hook in my car. I was on my way to a gig. I was out of town, and like a lot of these gigs that I drive to, I just put my little voice memo on. I just kind of sing random hooks, and then later on I just pick out the best ones that I like, and it's that worked out. And then me and Troop have been talking about working together for a little minute, and I sent him the hook with the track, and he was like, "Oh, let's do this. Let's go." And so he came over to the studio, and we finished the song, and yeah, we wrote that like last year.
Oh wow.
October, yeah.
So you really like to sit on music?
No, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't like to sit on music, but I do like. Timing is everything.
Timing is everything. That was a joke, by the way. I definitely believe that it's very important. Like, Lord, what Michael Jackson spent like 5 years on an album? Yeah,
there's a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how many songs he wrote. Like, he actually wrote in preparation for that album. And only, I don't even know, like 10, 11 songs on the album. But probably like hundreds were created for the album. So that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Troop was getting on to me because he was like, "What are you doing? Are you gonna put it out? This is a dope song. What are you gonna do?" And I was like, I'm gonna put it out. Just give me a second. I'm planning things out right now. So I'm trying to get the video out. I'm trying to do a whole bunch of other things. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I really like that record. Have you performed that record yet?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple.
Like lavender, really.
Lavender.
Pastel.
Okay. Okay, I get that. Yeah. Favorite movie?
I don't have one. I love movies, but I don't really have one.
Cartoons, action, romance.
I like horror.
Horror. Did you see It?
I did.
What'd you think?
I did. I thought it was so funny.
It was funny.
I went to the movies by myself, and I was just like I'm a person, like, the music scares me the most, like the sound effects scare me the most. So I just be sitting there like doing this and looking at it, and this man was like laughing at me because I was just like jumping and shit. But I loved it. It was so funny. It was good.
Yeah. My favorite part is when they were like, I think they were like in the circus, and then Pennywise was just banging his head
on the glass. Oh my god. Yeah.
That was my favorite part. When
the boy or whatever came into a spider or whatever, I was jumping and like, Jesus. It was too much. I don't even like spiders to begin with, so his head turned into a spider I was over it.
They did that. Favorite TV show, man?
TV show. I just watch a lot of different stuff. Like I love movies, I love TV.
So what are some of the TV shows you like to watch?
Let's see, I like Shameless. Have you seen Shameless?
Yeah.
I like Shameless. Yeah. I like, what else? Breaking Bad was my show back. The Office. How could I not
You know what? Everybody says The Office is like this great show, but I have not gotten to The Office.
Really?
No. It's like I've seen probably like a couple episodes, but they're like random, and I don't know the story and all that stuff. But
you should definitely watch
everybody's throwing it off or something. So.
I mean, it's one of the best shows.
Really?
Yeah. I have like a script of one of my favorite episodes.
What?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
That's
I'm a huge fan.
well now Symone, I gotta check it out now.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
It's dope.
So, are we getting a new project from Symone Royale in the near future?
Of course you get a new project in the future.
Are you working on any new music?
Oh yeah. We have some new music coming for the year is up. So.
Oh, before the year's out.
Yeah. Yeah. But a project, just wait till 2020.
Okay, 2020.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I got some new stuff though.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having
so
me.
much. If you want to have anyone listen to your music, follow you, where can they do that?
Symone Royale, everything. You can go to SymoneRoyale.com. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that. Symone Royale is, I made it easy for y'all.
Yeah, I like that because, thank you.
I'm not gonna go there with you.
Well, thank you all so much. I'm yours truly, Rick. This is Symone Royale. Y'all make sure y'all stream, follow her, all that good stuff. The beautiful, talented. And yeah, we are out. Yeah.
You're.
Yeah.
You're.